and that I'm seeing outside Raja Singh's residence. If I can get Swastika Das back on the line to try and explain what's happening. Let's just listen in what's happening there. His house in Hyderabad, we saw at least one person getting pushed inside that bus, and now that bus is moving ahead. These are pictures, live pictures that we have for you. Protesters have been demanding that Raja Singh be arrested. Policemen were deployed outside Raja Singh's house, and now this bus full of policemen is moving ahead. Okay, Karuna Sagar is also with me. He's the lawyer of Mr. Raja Singh. Mr. Karuna Sagar, can you help us understand what's happening there? Where is Raja Singh?
Actually, I have just learned that there is a massive deployment of police at the residence of MLA Raja Singh, and they are planning to arrest him. I don't have any information as to what is the case in which they are trying to arrest him and what are the sections. In the morning, 2 police officers from Mangalhat and Shainathganj police station came to Raja Singh MLA house and have served the notices under section 41 of CRPC of the cases which were registered 6 months and 4 months back. So we are just trying to find out what is the reason behind the arrest, and I can only get back to you after that.
Right, but you have information that he was to be arrested, because we see these pictures, this bus taking away somebody. We were not sure who was pushed into that bus, but there was somebody taken away. You were saying you had information that police had come to his residence to arrest him.
Just now, I have come to know that there was police deployment at his house and massive police deployment at his house.
Right, and we are now getting confirmation that police has detained Raja Singh from his residence. Mr. Karuna Sagar, next course of action?
Unless I get an information in what case he is being arrested, I can't comment on it.
But whatever the court had said when his previous arrest had happened, can you just recount for us what were the instructions to the police?
Actually, the government has filed a revision petition on the order of the 14th additional chief court of admission, which is to be heard tomorrow. And now, like arresting the MLA Raja Singh in any other case, there is no information as of now.
All right, that was the lawyer for Raja Singh who was speaking to us, saying that he has he doesn't have exact information. But you can see the pictures that we have for you. It's that bus where Raja Singh is pushed inside. He's been picked up by the local police and he's been taken into custody. He's currently in detention is what we are being told. Swastika, can you add to that information?
Well, as of now, Raja Singh has been detained based on the visuals and a confirmation coming in from his lawyer, K. Karuna Sagar. Remember, Raja Singh just a few hours ago had said that a conspiracy had been hatched against him by the Telangana Police Department by issuing 241A CRPC from different police stations, and these are Mangalhat and Shainathganj, which I believe is in the old city area itself. He's saying that the cases were booked earlier, but today was when he was issued a notice. And he says that this is a clear violation by the Telangana police because they have not received his bail order in a good stead, and that is why this is what he calls vendetta politics. We are getting more details on the fact that Raja Singh is now being detained. He's being taken away to the nearest police station. He's perhaps being taken away to Mangalhat police station, details of which are to be ascertained very soon. But that is the latest update on the ground, considering that there was a lot of police deployment outside.
Right. So is there a fresh case against Raja Singh in which his arrest or detention has happened, or the previous cases in which the court had passed some order? Can you just help us understand legally where this matter stands?
Well, the new case that is filed against Raja Singh was at Rajendranagar police station, and also there were police cases that were filed against him at Mangalhat police station as well. But further details on how many such police cases have been filed are yet to be ascertained, because remember, police sources had told CNN News 18 that they are in the process of clubbing together all the FIRs that have been filed against him. In that process, we are yet to ascertain how many FIRs have been clubbed together. But for now, one thing that we can confirm is that there has been a fresh complaint against him at Mangalhat Police Station, and it is most likely that he's being taken there first.
And they're not confirming arrest as of this moment, right?
No, he has been detained and on record.
Right. So that's what they're saying, that he has been detained. But Swastika, if he has been detained and not been arrested, legally, how were they justifying it? Is it in the interest of maintaining peace and harmony since there are so many protests against him?
And also remember that, and plus the fact that tomorrow is Friday and the police perhaps don't want any kind of untoward incident, considering that Raja Singh has now released a video short while ago blaming the entire issue and the communal politics that have been happening in Hyderabad over the current incumbent government, KCR, as well as Asaduddin Owaisi here. So perhaps that could be the reason why he has been taken into detention. But for now, more details are awaited on this front. But the big story is that Raja Singh has been detained, and the further legal course of action is something that needs to be ascertained from his team.
Before I let you go, Swastika, do you get a sense that this latest video that he released, blaming KCR, KTR and Owaisi, that could have cleared the pitch for him further?
Perhaps not entirely, but could be one of the factors, because the police had already received a couple of new complaints against him. And one, as I had confirmed, is from Mangalhat Police Station. I have to ascertain from the police department as to how many FIRs have now been filed against Raja Singh, which is the main reason why he has been arrested. But one of the factors could be that the new video that he has put out, and also the fact that tomorrow is Friday, and considering how the situation is in Hyderabad at the moment, the police is not taking any risk as far as the law and order situation is concerned.
Can you quickly recap for us, Swastika, from the point that Raja Singh made that comment against the Prophet till now, what are the legal actions that have been taken? What has the court said?
Raja Singh, after he made that comment, triggered a spate of reactions as well as protests across Hyderabad and even in several other parts of Telangana, following which formal complaints, multiple complaints in fact, were lodged against him, including by the AIMIM. He was arrested and then a couple of hours later released on bail by the Nampally court because his remand was rejected on the ground that the police had violated Section 41A of the CRPC. In layman terms, it means that the police failed to give notice to Raja Singh before arresting him and then had directly taken him to the police station without even allowing him to offer his side of explanation. Raja Singh in his court had appealed, saying that in that 10-minute long video where he could be seen making controversial statements against the Prophet, he's saying he's not taking any name, so it would be wrong to link him directly to the Prophet. However, that was a weak argument that was highlighted by the court. The main issue was the police not filing CRPC, Section 41A of CRPC properly. So right now, we can confirm that with these new cases, we have to ascertain how many cases there are in total, but with these new cases, the police seem to have followed the right process for Section 41A of CRPC, and that's the reason why he has been detained.
Have there been any arrests, any detentions against the protesters, especially against those who were sloganeering Sar Tan Se Juda?
More than 150 protesters, Arunima, were detained yesterday, but majority of them were allowed to go, and that's because of one of the appeals came in from Asaduddin Owaisi, who had also argued that the police illegally barged into the residence of some of these protesters and took them into police custody forcefully. But so far, with the slogans such as Sar Tan Se Juda, no such arrests have been made in that context.